Read this one this morning at The Athletic. The Browns and Baker Mayfield are trying to identify where it all went wrong. So, all right, agents are going to leak stuff, and Cleveland's going to protect their space, and Baker's going to protect his space. I'll write the column for you. Baker wasn't talented enough. Colin Cleveland was dysfunctional. Joe Burrow just got the Bengals to a Super Bowl. They've been the cheapest organization in the league my entire life. He got him to a Super Bowl. The Saints were called the Aints before Drew Brees. The Colts were a mess. From 1978 to 1999, the Colts never won 10 games. Then Peyton Manning arrived, and they became a 15-year juggernaut. The Packers went to 2 playoffs in 25 years. Then Brett Favre arrived, and they became a juggernaut. The Buffalo Bills went to the playoffs 1 time in 17 years. Then Josh Allen arrived. They're favored to win the Super Bowl. Baker wasn't talented enough. Yes, Cleveland was dysfunctional. But do you realize right now in the NFL, there's probably 3 to 4 times more dysfunctional teams than there are great teams. It's always been that way. And the only way to quickly get out of dysfunction is get a great quarterback. Baker wasn't good enough. And in the fourth quarter, the resume is now complete. With 4 coaches in Cleveland, all 4 of them, Baker was a horrific fourth quarter quarterback. He was bad, like 30th, 29th, tied for last in all the key fourth quarter metrics. Completion percentage, passer rating, interceptions. Baker was lousy when it mattered most. I think he's a franchise quarterback. But this idea that we're going to rewrite the story and it was this guy's fault and that guy's fault. I got Joe Burrow as an example. I got Josh Allen as an example. I got Favre as an example. I got Peyton Manning as an example. I got Drew Brees as an example. I mean, look at the Saints. Dysfunctional. Brees is there. They're not. Brees leaves. They're right back to being dysfunctional. Cincinnati looked really dysfunctional when Joe Burrow got hurt early in his first year. By the end of year 1, they're like, oh, they're the Bengals. And then Joe Burrow came back and they were functional. That's the reality. Dysfunction is all over this league. Good God, look at the Patriots a couple of years removed from Tom Brady. They look dysfunctional. They can't draft. Matt Patricia's the OC. There's one way to solve dysfunction. Just go get a great quarterback. And it doesn't always solve it, but it goes a long way. And Baker just wasn't good enough. And he really wasn't good enough when it mattered in the fourth quarter. The numbers don't lie. Stefanski, Hugh Jackson, Greg Williams, Freddie Kitchens, it didn't matter. He was bad in the fourth. He was really bad in the fourth. I just wrote your column. It's not that complicated. Well, this dysfunction and that dysfunction. The league is full of dysfunction. Top of my head, the Giants are dysfunctional. The Lions are dysfunctional. Until this last draft, the last few years, Philadelphia has been dysfunctional. The Jets are dysfunctional. Washington is dysfunctional. The Houston Texans are dysfunctional. Jacksonville's dysfunctional. I mean, even when they're good, the Chargers at times can feel like dysfunctional. The Bengals forever were dysfunctional. So don't give me, well, he had to overcome. Folks, this league is full of great quarterbacks who have had to overcome. Derek Carr pulled a sinking ship into the playoffs last year. I don't want to hear about it. Baker's last 2 years, he had a good coach, a good GM, a great O-line, a good roster. He was snarky, impulsive, and was terrible in the fourth quarter. Nothing changed, even though he had the right people around him. There's your column. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.